Well, big news. A lot of people wondered. They asked, what is Unsleeved Media doing back, and why is he on the same set as Midwestly and The Quartering? Well, I don't know yet. I mean, I'm working on getting over to my other set here. Once I figure if I can stick to Unsleeved Media for 2 months, then I'll allow myself to take over the old set. But you know, Wizards of the Coast wrote me an apology letter, and so I thought, why not share it with you? Because it's just that's why I'm back. Send a nice handwritten thing here. Okay. Dear Wizard, sorry, just didn't read the back. Jeremy, we know that our past is messy. I'd agree with that. We want to extend our hand out to yours in forgiveness and understand that while we stand by our decisions, we realize we may have overreacted. Well, Wizards, allow me to take this moment to tell you. I was young and overzealous. I stand by many of the criticisms I had, but not necessarily how I did them. I was impetuous. At times, I was mean. I don't expect you to unban me. We hope that you'll enjoy this new product as much as we think you will, and we look forward to you opening it on your YouTube channel. Wow. Well, so far I've only opened 2 fat packs. I've got a bunch of stuff here. Looks like I've got this must be one of those mythic boxes. I don't know. I want to say this is an SDCC thing. I'm not sure what it is. It's a bunch of stuff. But yeah, look, I mean, for all of my complaints about Wizards of the Coast, I will say they still make the best game. And there are definitely many, many, many amazing employees of Wizards of the Coast. Many people that love the game. Many people that even enjoyed my content when I was making content. So since Wizards of the Coast has apologized, I think it's time for me to as well. I think, again, I was young and angry and misguided. I have since obviously reached out to, for example, at the beginning of all this, I reached out to the cosplayer known as Christine Sprankle. I think we're good. I've apologized to her directly. We've spoken several times via Instagram. I don't expect her to be my friend, but we've been cordial. And as far as I know, we're good. In terms of Mark Rosewater, I feel like my criticism, while grounded in something I believed, was too harsh and often crossed the line into getting personal. And that's something I've learned now over the years. I've been YouTubing now for over 10 years. That's something that I've learned how to avoid. Part of that is taking emotion out of things as much as you can, so you don't take personal, make personal attacks at people. I don't expect Wizards of the Coast to ever unban me. I do disagree with the lifetime ban, but I was asking for it. I was rabble-rousing. I was basically daring them to do it. There's still a lot of good that came out of that. I think the judge program getting cleaned up was a good thing. I think requiring background checks, for forever, people are going to not know where that came from. But that came from me and my viewers. And I think as much as it pained Wizards of the Coast to put this in place because of where it was coming from, they know that it was the right decision. I'm sure Mark Rosewater agrees with it. I'm sure a lot of the people that work at Wizards of the Coast agreed with it, even if I went about things the wrong way. I hope that people at Wizards of the Coast. I don't expect them to forgive me. I don't expect them to be my friend. I don't expect them to follow me on Twitter. I don't expect Wizards of the Coast to unblock me on Twitter. But that doesn't mean I can't apologize for going over the line when I did. I was antagonistic and far too mean in terms of my interactions with other content creators, in particular like Brian from Tolarian Community College, whom still remains a strong advocate for the Magic the Gathering community. And even though I disagree with many of his personal politics, none of that matters. I feel like we hashed it out unofficially. We both made our videos, and at least as far as I'm concerned, that beef is squashed. And if he would ever want to work together on a video, I'd be happy to, not just on this channel. I have much more to offer if I were to do so on the Quartering channel. He's welcome. I would love to have him on to ask him about the state of Magic, card stock, and things of that matter. Our personal differences pale in comparison to how much I loved the game, how much I miss it, how much I miss going to pre-release. That's the biggest thing I miss. As a player of the game since roughly 1993, 1994, I have never once ever had a single complaint about my conduct in real life playing the game. I've attended multiple Grand Prix. I've competed in multiple Grand Prix. I've competed in probably hundreds of Friday Night Magics or pre-release events. Not once did I have a single complaint from a single player or judge about my conduct. Not being able to go to pre-release sucks. That is a punishment that I have to deal with. Making those pre-release vlogs, those were my favorite videos to shoot. Going to the midnight release, getting hyped up. And I believe that I still know that regardless of a strong amount of distaste for me from people inside of Wizards of the Coast, I hope they could look past that and acknowledge that I've done a lot of good for the game. I've marketed Magic the Gathering to thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. I get emails every single day from people asking about how to start the game, and I'm always honest, and I still don't hold anything against the game. There are people at Wizards of the Coast that I didn't agree with then, and I don't know if I would agree with them now. I wish I had used more tact in my approach back then, but you can't change that. Maybe one day Wizards of the Coast will see fit to it to let bygones be bygones. But even if they don't, I'm still going to play the game. I'm still going to enjoy it, and I really appreciate them reaching out with this wonderful apology letter. And I look forward to supporting my local game store no matter what, and that's what this is really about. My local game store and the community around it, because they're struggling right now and they continue to struggle. And that was the primary reason why I came back. Why I'm back in the game is literally to help support my local game store. Yes, I missed it, but I mean, I could play Magic Arena all I want. I could play Magic Online all I want. But my local game store owner, Bob, I've known him for many years. There are several other local game stores in my area that are all really struggling right now. And in spite of all my criticisms of the game, I would hope that people at Wizards of the Coast would understand that it's come from a place of love for the game. I didn't roast the card stock quality simply because I wanted to be mean. The card stock quality for many years was unacceptable and appears to have improved now, although the foil cards are still having that same foil problem. I didn't bash masterpieces because I thought, or master sets, or these ultra premium products, because I wanted to be mean. It came from a place of love for the game and the fact that people out there would not be able to obtain these items because they were being scalped on eBay before any real customers could get them. I didn't roast certain personalities online just because I disliked them, but now I know why I had such a problem with many of the online personalities in Wizards of the Coast's employ, indirectly or directly. And that's because I believe that politics inside of gaming is divisive. And when a particular content creator or a company, in my opinion, in this case, has a very clear bias, it's unwelcoming to new players. I don't consider myself a conservative, but I don't imagine a Trump supporter would ever feel comfortable walking into a local game store, given a lot of the things that the company's done. I don't think that that's what you want. I think that you ultimately want to foster a community, and that community should have people of all political backgrounds, and only one shouldn't be the one that gets all the favors. And that's where a lot of my anger came from. I felt like, just because I was, I'm a Midwest guy and I wasn't a super woke lefty, I was left out of a lot of things because of that. And I lashed out in ways that were regrettable now. But I'm gonna move my my differences with Wizards of the Coast behind me, and be genuinely sorry for some of the things I did, and hope that the Magic the Gathering community welcomes me back. I know that there will be a lot of people that don't like that I'm here, but at the end of the day, I'm going to try to be accepting of everybody. So I'm back, and let's see how this goes.